So let's dive into what's happening in the Middle East. It's like a powder keg waiting to ignite. Right now, we've got warning Israel of a possible nuclear disaster, which is frankly chilling. Imagine walking into a room where everything feels tense, like an electrifying atmosphere where everyone's holding their breath. That's the vibe out there right now. Iran is reportedly setting up secret bases for a decisive strike against Israel. It's like something out of a Cold War thriller.
Wow, wait. So they have secret bases? Don't you think that sounds super risky? I mean, it's almost like a real-life game of chess, but with way higher stakes, right?
Exactly. It's a high-stakes chess game, where every move can potentially lead to disaster. The rhetoric is heating up, and like I mentioned, Iran's leadership is making provocative statements. Imagine it's like throwing fuel on an already raging fire. And with the US asserting control over Iranian airspace, there's this precarious balance, like walking a tightrope.
Right. Do you think, nations try to one-up each other like siblings? I can just picture them I can control this airspace. And the other's like, oh yeah? Watch me. So, how's that affecting Israel's position?
Great observation. It's absolutely like sibling rivalry, but on an international scale. Israel has lost significant airspace control to Iran, which really shakes things up. It's akin to a boxer losing his footing in the ring. You're suddenly on the defense instead of offense. This shift gives the Iranian Revolutionary Guard forces an edge, leading to increased regional tension.
So it's like Israel's got, fewer resources to defend itself? But I read somewhere that there are some new political forces emerging in the US regarding this conflict. What's that all about?
Yes, the unusual coalition you're talking about. It's fascinating. In American politics, you've got voices coming together, from traditional supporters of Israel to far-left activists, all advocating for military action, or at least a recalibration of involvement. Picture a diverse cast in a drama series, each with their contrasting views, yet united under a common theme: security and the implications of US involvement.
That's wild. I mean, it's like, everyone's got their own reasons for their stance. But who would have thought that, even those from opposite ends of the political spectrum could find common ground? What about the international response, though? I've heard China is stepping in.
That's right. China's offering to mediate and is calling for a de-escalation of tensions, which is a significant move. It's like seeing a referee jump into a boxing match to cool things down. They want to ensure global stability, but China's involvement introduces a whole new layer of complexity, given their strengthening military alliances with nations that might not have similar interests at heart.
So it adds a whole new twist. But I'm also curious, what's happening on the economic side of things? I've heard retail sales in the US are dropping. What's causing that?
That's a critical point. The dropping retail sales reflect consumer hesitance, which is often driven by rising tariffs. Imagine consumers right now like reluctant shoppers, seeing a sale sign, but also worried about the final price tag. Meanwhile, nations are negotiating trade agreements to bolster defense and economic partnerships, particularly with the EU.
Whoa, so it's all connected. Like some giant web where one strand jerks and the whole thing shakes. And, what's this about Bolivia? Are they struggling economically too?
Yes, Bolivia's facing economic strain, with inflation seriously impacting traditional celebrations. Think about it. Economic challenges can put a damper on festivities, much like turning off the lights at a party. It really changes the atmosphere. In contrast, Brazil is pursuing ecological projects that show promise in restoring natural habitats. A silver lining amid the chaos.
That's quite a roller coaster, really. It's like we're all in this global ride together, but some seats are way more shaky than others. So what's the takeaway from all of this?
The takeaway is the interconnectedness of security, politics, and economics. It's all interwoven. There's urgency across all fronts, and we need to be aware, as global citizens, of how each event influences the other, from the Middle East to our own backyard. It's a pivotal moment in history, and being informed is crucial.
Totally. It feels like we're all part of this massive puzzle, and understanding how each piece fits is more important than ever.